If you have ever paid attention to how human beings relate with time, then you would have noticed that we usually assume that we own time, even though deep down we know we don't, right? But that stems from the fact that most of the activities we engage in on a daily basis are measurable in time. For instance, if you want to cook noodles, you can easily put the noodles on the gas cooker, and then without instructing your brain automatically calculates the amount of time it's going to take so that you know when to come back and check it, right? Another example, if you put a maize seed in the ground right now, you plant a maize seed, even before the soil welcomes the seed into the ground, your brain is already processing and imagining how you are going to see maize plants everywhere in the next 3 months, because that's the time it usually takes for maize plants to be ready to be harvested, right? Again, measurable. Also, back then in secondary school, in physics class under mechanics, whenever I could remember whenever we are asked to calculate the time it's going to take for an activity to happen or to occur, so they will just be like, they give you the values of every other variables, right? So you are expected to calculate the time it's going to take for that activity to occur even before the activity actually occurs, right? So that means it gives the impression that time can be predetermined, right? We can always measure time. It's something is going to take before it happens, okay? And that was never a problem. You just make your time the subject of the formula, substitute your variables, and blah blah blah. Then boom, you get time. It's going to take for an action that does not even happen. Okay, all of this gives the illusion that time can always be predetermined and measured. Now here is the problem. Our brain, because our brain works based on the pattern recognition system, we usually project this idea into chasing our goals, chasing our careers. So we assume that just by doing everything right, just by putting in the work, okay, showing up on a daily basis, putting in the work, we are going to start seeing the results automatically and immediately. That is the illusion we got from other activities that we engage in. Since every other activity we engage in is time bound, why not our goals? So if I start showing up, start doing everything right, then I should start seeing results immediately. But unfortunately, reality disagrees. And that is the truth. Reality disagrees with that. Okay, because in the real life, just because you are doing everything right does not mean you start seeing results immediately. Therefore, since your brain feels disappointed, right? Because reality disagrees with the fact that time should always be measurable and predetermined. Okay, so your brain start feeling disappointed, and your body start feeling disappointed, and that is where you start saying you are physically and mentally tired. Okay, because reality does not align with what your brain thinks. Okay, your brain thinks after putting in the right work, then you should be seeing results almost immediately. But reality doesn't work like that. It takes time, right? And it is so true that even back then, when they advise us to or they want to encourage us to chase success and all, the path they usually preach to us is just to work hard and pray. Nobody ever said work hard, pray, and wait. Okay, so they always say work hard and pray, as if it is automatic that the moment you start working hard and praying, boom, you start seeing results, which is not true. So the right statement should have been work hard, pray, and wait, because there will always be the time factor, right? And if you ask me what is the way out of this, I will just say that you have to come to terms with the fact that you don't know how long it's going to take for you to get to where you want to be, for you to achieve your results, for you to get to achieve everything you want in life. You don't know that, right? You don't know how long it's going to take, right? And you have to make peace with that. Okay, and then when you make peace with that, then you submit to the process. You just start showing up every day, hoping that yeah, it might be today, then maybe one more day, let me try again, one more day, one more day, and one more day, and you keep on going like that, right? And guess what? It is in this moment when you have submitted to the process that the magic usually happens. That is when it usually happens. Okay, I was scrolling through TikTok some times ago, and then I came across this video of Fela where he was narrating a story, and he said he never thought of becoming this big. He was just like just kept doing it because he was seeing little money to here and there to keep up, right? And that was it for him because he was not anticipating anything big. He just submitted, was just doing it, showing up every day and doing it again, right? So he was not counting the days. He was making every day count, and I think that's what you should do as well. Okay, so this is the day 2 of watch a man become the best version of himself in 90 days challenge. And I hope you have also achieved all your daily tasks, because I have. Yes, I have. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.